name is Rhonda Pratch. Well, I've been a part of this small group years ago, and then I moved away for a lot of years, and then I moved back to Fond du Lac because my parents are aging and they needed help, and so got back with the same group of people. They were still meeting, which is a very strong group. We have a lot in common. We're all basically retired except for one couple, and so we have a lot in common. We have common ground, so we understand where we're at this point. I believe small groups are the root of all churches. If you have a strong base of a lot of small groups meeting, you will have a strong church and strong people in the Word, understanding the Word, and not being challenged by the world problems out there that the world likes to create for us. Just recently, my husband had open heart surgery, because this was his third open heart surgery. This was the first time that we actually had the surgery in our home area, so I could be by a support network. Otherwise, the first two times I wasn't. And I have to say that this was such a smooth transition, this third process, having my Bible study group people with me. My parents were there for the first two open heart surgeries that we experienced. But this third one, my parents are in their 90s, and so they're not strong enough to be there. It would have been way too much and overwhelming for them. And they had said that, and they apologized that they could not be there for me. And I said, don't worry, God's got this one for me. He says, I got my church friends and my church family that's going to be there for me. So you don't have to worry about me. And so my whole small group behind my back scheduled time frames of when they were going to be there to sit with me, because I didn't have anybody to sit with me and help me through that process, keeping my mind busy, either having lunch with me at the hospital or taking a little short walk and talking about God and things, and they also prepared meals for me when my husband came home from the hospital, and that was a huge help. It also gave my husband comfort that he knew that I was going to be okay and that somebody would be there, whether the outcome was one way or the other. Then my husband, with his faith, said, I'm going to be home either way. When the doctor came out, it was just kind of like, I didn't have this sense of relief. It was kind of like, I felt like I was being held in God's hand. And I believe that was all through all the prayers from everybody here at church, from my small group, and from small groups from all the other churches that I've been to and all the places that we've lived in our past. You see needs and you go out and help. Even if it's not even people in your small group, you can see other needs and get involved. Like I said, small groups is the root that binds people and it binds a church. And if you don't have that, there's no growth.